I bought a $500 booked console for 2, maybe later 3 games. Who was that? Oh, for Ghost, the person who bought Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, Susan, hi. I didn't see you come in there. How's it going? Yeah, with the Series S. Did I say Series X before? It was the Series S. It's a cheaper one. It's the digital download only one. Which I just thought seems to be the way to go now. And it was £200. It gets used as a media center as well for Netflix and everything else, which is pretty handy. And the Game Pass subscription, it just works out pretty well for it. So I think that's probably the cheapest console I bought. I bought a PlayStation 3, which was second hand, was 300 quid, I think, if I remember right. And it came with Red Dead Redemption 1, which was the reason I bought it, to play multiplayer with some friends back in the day. Nice. Let's just redraw this line. So, oh, I think actually I think the guys have done it for me. That's really cool. I remember playing this before. I think this is maybe from a patch. But you constantly had to readjust these lines after there was like cut-offs and things. And now it looks like the AI is managing it a lot better than they ever used to. So let's take a look at the status. We'll find a place just to park our army. Should be getting good experience. Shouldn't we, Heinz Guderian? Yes, we should. It doesn't seem to be. Right, let's railroad him. Where would be the next great cutoff? We've got a nice bulge coming along here. I could head down to Kiev and then across from here. And it would do a monstrous cutoff. I think the cavalry could break through themselves, actually. There's not much in the way. And the armor comes down the river. Form a nice new front line. That then puts us in a beautiful position to cut this off. Doesn't it? Bit by bit. Preferably as fast as possible, but bit by bit will do. Or I could go up there, cut that section off and take control of all that. We've moved a little bit. If I could capture all the armor sat in there, though, get rid of their tank divisions, that will speed things up a bit. Let's see what the infrastructure is like. It's fine, and the bit we want to move on, that's absolutely fine. What about putting some airfields on? It's just going to give us a lot of extra local aerial capabilities. I'll do that as well down there. That's something we can build up. This looks quite promising. Push forward to Moscow or send the panzers south to encircle Kiev. Sounds familiar. I like the options. And you get to a point where the enemy army is so weakened. Can we get some more intel on them? So they've still got stacks of manpower in reserve. I think the division numbers have come down. The air forces maybe come down. Still pretty strong. What's the air situation like? A bit more manageable now. I don't need 900 fighters over here anymore, do I? I do not. I feel like these guys. Let's split that up. I'm going to leave 100. So let's just take that off. And these, I don't know where we can put them all. We're going to have to find some room somewhere. I can put them there. There is just room. No, there's 700 of these things. Right, give me 4. Give me 3. Give me that. Pilot over here. These guys, I don't think... No, they're in the lower Baltic Sea. I only need 1 on the lower Baltic Sea. So I've miscounted somewhere here. Should have 4 left. I just want to win this one. This is the one I want. So let me see what I've done. So something hasn't moved like I thought it would. Do we need a bit of aerial superiority down here? Let's put some over there as well. All right, let's get to the serious business of winning the war then. We've still got plenty of civilian factories here. What shall I do? I think I might put some more oil refineries in. It's creeping down bit by bit. So let's really fill this up. I'm sure we can stack up loads of them. That should keep everything busy for some time. That is a lot of oil refineries, by the way. Might be a mental amount. What have I done here? Right, nice. We've got a new motorized army forming up here. Which we'll give the beautiful colour of light blue. Let's put... who's motorized? He's a Panzer leader. Manstein. He sounds quite good. We'll put him in there. Set that off. I don't think Japan's fighting the Soviets, as far as I know. They are doing their own thing. They're at war with the Allies. But, what's this? Target of foreign war goals. But as far as I can tell, no, not at war with Russia. I mean, if they were, that would change the picture considerably. I'll just leave that. That army's doing fine there. Japan is doing really well. It's nearly conquered Australia. To be honest, we have kept everyone quite busy. Everything else looks to be fine. I keep having to have a look around because, you know, you tend to tunnel vision in and forget some of this. I've taken a good chunk of Europe. I don't know how Italy got claim to that. Iceland is on our side. We've got most of Scandinavia. We've thrown... No, we haven't. Well, I haven't got involved in this fight for Lower Africa at all. I've stayed out of that. Helped a bit in the North African one. Took Gibraltar and the islands in the Med. And I figured Italy would be able to sort this out, but... apparently not, and we've somehow been granted this territory down here. I don't actually know how we've done that. I don't know why that's come to us at all. That's a strange one. Anyway. So, do I want to swing south? Or do I want to just continue this quest over here? I think my cavalry can actually... I think the cavalry can actually do this. Attacking from here to take Kiev. And the armour will come down. We then expand that line. Tidy up, get it behind the river. And then focus again on the north. So this is going to be the plan. We will attack through this section here. Which looks pretty weak. Yep, let's bring the cavalry into there. Let's bring the motorized stuff to there. And let's prepare whilst the infantry just get into position. Australia has capitulated. It's not good news for the Allies. Soviet Union. It's so big. Look at the tiny dent we've made in their state here. But they've now taken 2.45 million casualties. And that's just because we capture them. That's really what goes on there. I'll wait till the cavalry is in place. Split that in half. Down there. And where's the bit that's left? In half to there. Where's the other 6? In half to there. So I'm going to split that in half to there. 4 to there. Light tanks to here. And the motorized stuff, get ready to blast through and head south as fast as possible. So the objective is to these 2 squares and then pile it down this river to Kiev. We'll start an attack over here to begin with. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Everything in. Actually, the infantry might as well go in there. I tell you what, I'll send 1 infantry from there in to support that. Right, that's it kicking off. And then once we're through, it's just really a case of try and rush this in. Get behind them as fast as possible. I'll have to keep a careful eye on that. We'll do the cavalry attack first, and then we'll get the armor moving, because there's not much in the way of this, which is really, really nice. And we better start leaving some behind, I think. We'll take that one for a bit of defensive possibility in the woods. This is where my armor should probably be. It's nice wide open ground. We've got almost to Kiev, but we've got more cavalry coming in behind as well. Right, that should take care of that. So let's go. Do I want that one? No. Let's pile in there. And put that in, and then put the infantry in as well. And that's going to fall really quick. Right, and then from there, we pause it. Give the order, the light tanks. The light tanks are going hell for leather down here. Which side of that river do I want to be on? I want to be on that side, I think. We will send in... I'm going to send... Hang on, because... Oh, God, I can't control. I need 4 medium tanks. And those guys need to move fast, but I need 4 medium tanks here. Just to do a spoiler attack there, really. Right. Pile in, fellas. Leave a couple behind. Move on. It's going to be a huge cut-off, and then we can very quickly respond to this. Hang on. Get that, get that. And we'll be dug in behind the river, and all will go absolutely fine, and it can't possibly go wrong because we've planned it so well. Yeah, they're melting. They don't have much in the way now. Did my cavalry get through? My cavalry's met an armoured division, which was not part of the plan there. They are counter-attacking quite heavily as well, which you would expect them to do because they realise they're about to get caught in a massive trap. But we need to keep marching on here. Yep, stuff is going on. That's brilliant. Keep going. We've hit the armoured division, which I didn't really want to. Come on, you're not getting through there, son. You're not. We're nearly at Kiev, and unfortunately, against my expectations, there is an armoured division in the way. Bring that down. We will leave one behind, and we'll just surround it, and we're going to attack Kiev from 2 sides here. They're piling troops into this, so I better be a little bit careful. Also, we didn't get this expanded quite as far as I wanted. I'm waiting for the mediums to come down, and they're just going to go storming straight into Kiev. I hope non-discriminatory conscription. Right, that should be me. Is this worth taking? Guerrilla tactics. I mean, I don't think that it's any particular benefit, but we'll get some other stuff researched first. I should have done those Panzer Fausts ages ago. I think I have on the cavalry. Let me just check. Oh, I haven't. Oh, crap. Yes, this was part of the plan. I obviously ran out of stuff, and I never got a chance to actually add that in. Bugger. And we'll go support anti-air. That was always supposed to be added into the cavalry, and I just didn't get around to it. That'll be why they're not making much progress against the armoured stuff. I thought I'd already done that. I've done it on the infantry. We'll attack from this side. We can send 2 divisions in from this side now. And Kiev will be mined, despite having a great big fort in there. Medium tanks are going to do a great job. And then what we really need to do is obviously just expand this out a little bit. And meet up. So we'd actually do encircle these things, otherwise it's not going to happen. Things have moved in a little bit faster than I think I expected them to, and I've ended up with medium tanks up there. So the cavalry has done a pretty good job. It's still digging away down here, actually. We're going to expand this and try and really cause some confusion. As long as we get Kiev, that is the main thing. From there, we can expand this out. Another victory for the fall of Kiev. Nice. Okay. Let's just meet up here. Let's just send the the big bad old medium tank straight across there. Leave 2 and chop. We've got 2 cut-offs done. Excellent. So this has achieved its goals. A load more Soviet divisions ensnared. What's the air power doing? We've got superiority where we need it, so that's fine. Thanks for the shout up there, Cheesy Watts. It's on the anti-tank guns. Otherwise, I would have missed those. That was always supposed to be the situation, but just didn't really work out. I've clearly missed that at some point. Right then, we can do this. We need to try and delete the inner front line that we've got going on here. We just need to make sure there are no big gaps like that. Gaps are bad. So the cavalry can just come and just hold these gaps here, because I don't want anything... Yeah, that's exactly what I was concerned about there. Let's just reopen that line back up. Good, 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 good. That's done. We should now focus on cutting this up and carving it up and just putting these guys to bed somewhere. Are the Panzer divisions in combat? Nope. So pick nice, easy bits to chop through now, and I'm going to send them through the middle. They won't hold long, all that lot. You're learning where you go wrong, as am I from some of you guys, and some of it's just things I've forgotten from when I played. Oh, I don't know. When did I last play this? I can't remember. I think it was I did a USA playthrough earlier this year, but it feels like a long time ago. And then a lot of the stuff is from years ago, when I started playing the British. That was my first playthrough. Learned a lot from that one. The best way to learn, by the way, if people are watching this, there's 2 ways to learn. One is to go and watch a ton of tutorials. 3 ways to learn, in fact. Second is to watch some of my Let's Plays on the YouTube channel. You can see where I go wrong, or see some of my strategies. I try to explain what my plans are. Whether it helps or not, I don't know. And whether I'm doing the right thing, I don't know. And the third way, which is one of the best ways, is find a mate who has it, play co-op as the same country, and just share the jobs out and just go through it together. Especially as a big country, that works really well. Oh, it's December the 7th for the US. Yes, because I tried to time it with the attack on Pearl Harbor, didn't I? I remember that. Was the British just last year? Or was it just lockdown was starting? Was it really? I thought I did it the year before that. Wow, okay, that was... Time flies by. I could have sworn it was longer ago than that, but I won't argue with you. If you've been watching it, you'll know. Okay, we're in. We've got things cut off. We obviously need to tidy this up, because this is a disgusting, horrible mess. That's a massive, long front line for that army. Who should we cut out? The blue army? The green army? Let's cut that one out. And the yellow army. And let's cut the yellow army out. And hopefully the yellow army will be reassigned some of its front line sections. I hope. Right. Trucks in. Come on, we've got motorised infantry. We've got medium tanks. Cut that off. We need to rapidly finish all this as much as possible so our troops can go back to the front line. The proper front line. I mean, we have cavalry for this job, actually. Oh, that's slightly more brutal than I was expecting. I mean, these guys should just crumble at this point, right? Got nowhere to go. They're surrounded. As long as we hold the main lines, that's the most important thing. That should be sorted out now. Yeah, and it really should be the job of the cavalry to go and do this. But it's good having those fast troops. And cavalry, you wouldn't think it in World War II, but in this game it does actually still work, because they're essentially infantry. They're not quite the same, but they're essentially infantry. But the fact that they have better movement speed, I use them in place of like motorized troops if I can't afford the cost of all the rubber and fuel and stuff. So it's quite good for that. Let me hit. Oh, nice. We got those big ones. Excellent. Join that. I will put these guys on training for now. I'll bring them in when I think it's necessary. No divisions in basic training. I'm happy with that for the moment. I don't think we need to do very much. But we will have some more infrastructure projects to do. Wow, is this all mine now? Okay. Well, we better build it so we can supply our forces. What's that one? Oh, nice. We've got planes over here. That's a good point. Do we have an airfield? Do we have an airfield where I can put a lot of aircraft very quickly? I'm going to put 400 planes in this. Just because I can. Where's the naval bombers? And let's set these off doing port strikes and everything over the Black Sea. Your boss's grandfather was German cavalry on the Eastern Front. Ended up walking home to Germany without his horse. That doesn't surprise me. The Germans relied a lot on horses for drawing transport and supplies and pulling artillery and all sorts of things. A lot more than other nations. And for that reason, you know, they didn't have the rubber and resources and everything to completely motorize it all. And yes, he did well to survive. That would be a hell of a difficult time. Eat the horses if you're short on food. And one of the grim realities of war, sadly. Alright, I'll tidy up this little pocket of everything around here. Get the armies back on the front line. And then, oh, we've got some guys over here. Have we done this? That one looks like it's beaten. Cavalry. Send them in. Go on, send them in. There's not much more to do here. Everything's on the retreat, but I think we've got it. And then can you see how we've got an easy cutoff down to there? If we wanted to slice that all the way down to whatever this place is. We're in October 44. And it's done. And my army has not automatically rebuilt that line. Okay, well, it was a nice plan. Let's see. So I want this force here. Yeah. Let's just cancel the orders and stop, and then we'll draw the front line in. This is not the nicest way to do this because it might. The AI sometimes will send units from one end to the other, but I'm hoping they will have the sense to just shuffle that along sensibly and put it where it's needed. Yeah. Let's see. It looks like they are doing, so that's okay. And we're not leaving anywhere empty, which was what my major concern was. Let's just pull, just so we can see where everything is. Let's pull a few units back to regroup. And the cavalry. That's something else. That's not what I thought it was. Did you have any... Nope, you're still a cavalry expert, but he's learning. He is learning. Let's pull them back from the front a little bit to there. And then we just plan the next attack. We see where we want to go. And we shall lay into them on the next stream. October. Heavy rain, roads turning to mud. Not sure if it's in the game, though. Does it have weather conditions? Weather, rain. I don't know whether it makes a big difference to the movement on land. It should do, and it probably does. Right, everything is on the move. Let's have a look at the air situation. We now have a load of aircraft across here which don't need to be. They are just going over eastern Poland, so I've picked 895. Where's the next section going to be then? It's probably going to be down here, isn't it? Give me 3 400 of those. Put it over there. The ground attack aircraft. Now, these should be supporting the army. Yeah, they are. That's fine. And the ship attack aircraft. What? I know what I've done there. I haven't changed it from this from before. They're on port strikes. Oh, well, it's an interesting technique. What happened to the supply? I don't think I need to worry about the supply planes anymore, do I? Where have they gone? Can we see where they've gone? Have they stopped? They've maybe stopped. Are you doing the same thing? Yes, you are. They're on port strikes. Over Ukraine. Well, they might have hit something. Something sunk some. I had some supply aircraft. Have they all actually been shot down? Is there a way of seeing? I don't think I'm going to play AC Valhalla, no. I didn't like Assassin's Creed Origins. It was just far too much of a grind. I preferred the earlier Assassin's Creed games for the combat, the faster-paced combat. And when they changed it to a generic action RPG style combat, I thought it lost the thing that made it exciting. Plus the assassinations and the stealth was very much secondary. And it was full of filler, boring filler, just to keep you playing for hours. Didn't play Odyssey because I assume that's going to be the same. And from the reviews I've read, it is. For all there's some good bits in it. And I think Valhalla is the same from what I've read. They're in a mission on eastern Poland. Well spotted, but where's... Oh, I've got more ships on strike duty over here. I should have checked that. Let's change that over. Eastern Poland is here. These ones? No, they're interception. I can't actually see where that's going. I've got the ground crews and the attaché. It's not using any... I don't know if I've got them anymore. Can we see... Where would I move them to? I think they've... Oh, they're there. They are not doing anything at all at the moment. So I'm going to pull them back. They're not doing anything. Let's pull them back over here. Free up some space. Pirate one was good. Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That was good. With the sea shanties. Everything was good in that one. No, you can't compare The Witcher. You can't compare Valhalla to The Witcher. The Assassin's Creed games, nothing like Witcher 3. Not even in the same league. It's the story might be good, but they fill it with so much full of grind to do because they sell the XP boosters in the store. So you think, I haven't got 60 hours to go and grind out and take control of every location, which is going to be the same as the last 10 locations I've just done. The Witcher was nothing like that. Totally different. But the story might be good. I just think the games are too long. They should be sold as like 40 to 50 hour games instead of 80 to 100 hour games with tons of grind put in. Yeah, I agree about the pirate one. The 4 boss ships in the corners of the map were pretty tough to beat. I mean, that had some bloat and filler in. And but it's the combat. I mean, I liked that game for the combat. That was my favourite thing about it. So, I mean, this is now a messy front line. And it would clean up massively if I just snipped that bit off and nipped down this river, which is probably going to be the next move I think we're going to make on the next stream. We're bombing the hell out of the Russian fleet, which is good. Because that just seems like such an obvious move, doesn't it? When we trap all these divisions. Can we see how many? There's about 52 divisions in there, which will just be such an easy cut-off. Having said that, there's just nothing much in front of me. But if we keep doing this, eventually there'll be so little in front of me, we just do a general order to advance, and we just walk over them all the way to Moscow. I could do it now. I could go and try and... But that's such a quick move. I think we'll do that next stream. And just let's have a quick look and make sure we haven't been invaded. We're not in a mess anywhere. What's the Navy like? Submarines, I think, are still doing okay. The mine subs are doing their thing. Let's train some more submarines. These are all destroyers. Let's train everything up. Apart from the mine subs, they never need training. Well, I don't think they do, anyway. Can't see it makes much difference because I never put them into combat. But we'll train the good stuff up. And we have 2 more light cruisers, which should be in their training. What about the other 2? They're nearly full. Good. Right. Excellent. That was good fun. I enjoyed that. So we shall be back on Thursday afternoon. And I don't suppose we'll get the war finished. But we should be able to hopefully knock out the USSR. And then we have to turn our attention in the opposite direction. Ooh, what's going on over here? We sank 21 subs, sank 36 Russian convoys. That is the sort of result I like to see. Yeah, this is why I wanted to take Greenland, actually, so I could get air cover over here. The subs might... I'm going to be losing a few, aren't I? We're right on that coast. I wonder if I should just pull back. Having said that, I mean, for all we're not shooting any down, a couple of subs for 33 convoys, I think that's probably worth it. Probably a good trade. Right, I'll see you on Thursday, folks. Have a great couple of days. Enjoy whatever you're getting up to, and have fun.